Hello. So today I want to talk to you about the 4 games in the Mint 10 series from Galen Games. And these were sent to me to try out, and these are wonderful. They are all games that can be played solo or as 2 players. So that's great that you have the option, and all 4 of them do that. They come in this little mint tin, which is great because they're not in a tuck box. So they are very portable and very durable. And the amount of components that they fit in these is really impressive. And one of the things that I appreciate is that all of the cards that are in here are actually PVC cards, which is wonderful because small games, this one you're creating monsters that are going to have a front and a back on them. But small games, cards are going to get a lot of use. And in a situation like this, you're not going to be sleeving them. So having the really high quality PVC cards is great. So in this game, the first one, Monster Mashup, this is, like I said, 1 to 2 players. So you're going head to head either against another player or against an Atoma character. And you have these monsters, as you saw, that these crazy fronts and backs, and you have dice, and you're going head to head and trying to reign supreme. And you have different scientists that you're playing as that have different abilities. And so those are great because it gives you variability and lots of replayability because you'll have different monsters every time, a different scientist, that type of thing. All of these games you can teach in probably 5 minutes or so, and they play in about 15 to 20. So they are great filler games that you can play quickly or that you can do on your own. Next up, we have Dice Clash. And in this game, you are playing as one of 6 warriors with your selection of dice, and you are literally just going head to head with another person, and you have a grid in front of you that you will be placing dice on based on what you roll, and you will have some reroll abilities, and you're blocking fights. This is a straight up head to head fighting game. So if I roll a certain number, you roll a certain number. Can you defend? Can you block? How do we do this? Only one will survive. It's like Thunderdome. 2 enter, 1 comes out. So those are more of the excuse me, head to head, battle games. And then the other 2 are more strategy games. So for me personally, I like these 2 more simply because they're more my style of play. All the games are good. So it's just kind of what you like to play. So this is Heritage Farms. And in this game, you are playing as a farmer, and you are farming 3 things: fox, chicken, and corn. So based on kind of a classic riddle, obviously the fox will eat the chicken and the chicken will eat the corn. The corn doesn't eat anything. But if you leave those things unattended, chaos ensues. So you have different cubes that represent your different crops that you're growing. You have little boats, and there are 2 sides to the river. You are trying to move your goods from your farm to the market, and the other person is doing it, but in the opposite direction. You have 4 farmers that you can place out strategically to prevent that chaos from ensuing. But if farmers are not there, the laws of nature will take over and goods will be lost because they will be eaten. So you win this game by getting 2 of your markets full of the correct crops or items that you are farming, crops or animals. And if you lose 3 to the laws of nature of any of your goods, you lose the game. And then as the solo, you are training up a new farmer who is not very bright and is making your life difficult. So you're having to kind of mitigate their moves so that you can still achieve the same goal. So this is a great small box game. And then my very, very favorite one of them is Verdant Arizona. So in this game, you are a cactus farmer, which I enjoy houseplants quite a bit. So you have these cards that have different numbers on them. And as you can see, they have colored borders. Some of them have geckos on them. And then some of them have nests like this. So when there's a card with a nest, if you take that one, you are going to get one of these cactus wrens, and they will help you out with getting you additional moves or with letting you rearrange cards in your grid. So what's happening is you are going to be moving around a 3x3 grid of cactus and adding them into your own 4x4 grid. Let's give these a little shuffle. So you will have this 3x3 grid out there. And when you are placing them into your grid, you want them in either ascending or descending order because that's going to get you points. And then rows that are in ascending and descending points, if they have a gecko on them, they can get you a bonus. And you have this cute little truck that's just moving around. And whether you're playing solo or with another player, there's only one truck. And on your turn, you get to do 2 movements with that one truck. So if it's my turn, I could go 1, 2, and then take one of the cards that I'm adjacent to. So I can take this one, I place it into my grid, and a new face down card comes out. And then either the solo player or my opponent is going to move 2 as well. You can do a 180 as one of your moves, and then could go there for 2. So let's say they take that one, and then a new one comes out. And we keep going this way, placing it in our grid. And once it's in our grid, we cannot move it unless we have a Wren to do so, and we must place next to existing cards. And if you get to a point where you're like, oh my gosh, I cannot get to a cactus in 2 moves, let's say it looked like this, then it's time to reset. This one would get a bird, all of these would get flipped up, and we would keep going until both players have filled out their 4x4 grid, and then we go into scoring. So I love the puzzly nature of this. I think it's really fun. I also love the theme because I am a plant lover. This is the one that speaks to me the most. I have enjoyed all 4 of them. However, this is the game that for me is my personal favorite. So I would love to know which game of these speaks to you the most. Is there one that you would like to know more about that I can do a more in-depth video of? And what do you think of these type of small box portable games? I like that if you get all 4, then you keep some for yourself and you give some as a gift. I think they're great. And again, I love the durability of a tin. When I throw this in my purse, it's not going to get messed up like a tuck box would. And I love the high quality cards. So that is the Mint Tin series from Galen Games. Let me know what you think. Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.